like an eco-friendly paradise.
So, first of all, the first thing I would like to ask you is just what got you into photography?
Really, I've been into photography since I was a kid. I literally have had a camera in my hand since I was like 2 or 3.
Oh, forgot to put it on side. 2 or 3 years old?
Yeah.
2 or 3. So what? I guess it was one of those cheap Walgreens cameras.
Kodak film cameras. When I was like 5, my mom got me one of those actual Polaroids to kind of print out the pictures right away.
Oh, at 5? Oh, you were balling had one of those cameras at 5.
I was really blessed. And then
those cameras were expensive for those who don't know.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
So, what type of things used to interest you? Was it nature or was it people?
Usually, people. I like taking pictures of people, especially when they're in that element and doing whatever people like to do.
Capture that energy.
Yeah.
Capture that memory. So, that's pretty cool. You a very sentimental guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you realize, when did it finally hit you that this is actually something that you actually can do for a living? Like, how old were you when you first realized that?
I want to say I was like maybe 22 maybe. And I had been like taking pictures on my cell phone. Like I had a Galaxy S3, which is funny because it was just a phone. But I would take the pictures and I would also edit them right after I took them. And then I started showing everybody around me their pictures, and they're like, "Oh, that looks like that can be in a magazine." So I was like, "Okay, cool." I kind of need to get a real camera though.
Yeah. First, you need that data.
Yeah.
You need that memory.
Yeah.
You know, hey, those for the people, the actors out there and the models who got those new iPhones, and they good. Taking nothing away from the new iPhones. As far as the lens is concerned, I can say those are professional grade. They take really good pictures. But I see people trying to make a career out of the dang on phones, actually taking on photography work. You don't got the data. Once that phone fill up that data, go watch how the quality of that lens deteriorates. Hey, there's no shortcuts to success. If you want to be in this business, buy a real camera. He figured that out a long time ago. Let me see if I can get you more here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we get good right here. Hold on. Strike a pose. So also Retro Chris. I know when I first seen you, the name made a lot of sense to me. I was like, just look at this guy. I mean, he is of another era. I think he's reincarnated. How old are you?
Me, I'm in my 30s. I have been into stuff that's as old as the 20s.
Right. Well, say it is. I've been on you about 10 years, 8 to 10 years somewhere.
Yeah.
So when I first met him, he was in his early 20s.
Yeah.
He was. See what you see here? He was like that when I first met him. He's virtually unchanged since the time.
Yeah.
Other than perfecting his game and progressing in life. The same retro you see here is the same 21-year-old retro that I met. Same one. So I was like, he's an old spirit. So, but a lot of other people might not understand what the name comes from. You let folks know, like, how did you get that name? Did you call yourself that, or did people just start noticing things that about you and then it became your thing?
I actually really don't know where I got the name from. One day I just was like, oh, I'll just call myself Retro Chris. Basically because growing up, I liked a lot of stuff from a different era. For instance, at my youngest, I like TV shows and movies from the 30s. Like, I love black and white movies.
Yeah.
I love, like, TV shows.
You ever watch Dennis the Menace?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite.
Yes.
I swear that was one of my favorite series. Dennis the Menace. You know?
My favorite.
original. I ain't talking about the cartoon, the black and white. Now you a film buff if you know the original Disney Minutes. Yep. Leave It to Beaver and all.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffin, all
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So growing up, liking that stuff. I also collect a lot of stuff like from the 60s. I have magazines that date back to the 40s.
The 40s, that's before I'm not even that old school. Yeah. Oh, well, let y'all know. I'm gonna take. If you have any questions about the industry, about like anything that you want to know, like I said, he works with actors, models, photographers, athletes. So he kind of got like a well-rounded understanding of how the industry works. Or if you want to ask any questions like about any of his personal experience, we are going to answer some questions. So feel free to leave your questions here, and Retro is going to answer them. But okay, going back to what we were talking about as far as getting the name. Retro Chris and like the old school stuff. And we were talking about 40s magazines. Now I don't even know anything about 40s magazines. So can you please elaborate on that for a second?
Okay. One magazine is Life magazine, TV Guide. I didn't
even know they went back that far.
The first issue was actually Lucille Ball of I Love Lucy.
Oh really?
That issue is worth thousands of dollars.
I bet.
Literally thousands if you can get the original copy.
I love Lucy. Yeah, Lucy was the girl. I would bet.
Yeah.
I mean, people she known for her comedy, but Lucy was bad too. She was fine for that era. She was a good looking good woman. Yo, dang. So you just always was attracted to this. What was you like? Who kind of influenced you? It's got to be someone in your family that kind of influenced you to like vintage stuff. Did you go like thrift stores with your grandmother or stuff like that?
I did go to thrift stores with my grandmother.
Yeah, that's you're a good soul.
Yeah.
If you just go see your grandmother, you're gonna be very blessed in life.
Yeah, I definitely went there with her. Flea markets, all that stuff. Literally all of it. The lady who raised me, I watched a lot of older stuff with her, like for instance Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart, stuff like that. So Little Rascal, she might have played like a part in that.
yeah, definitely Little Rascal.
Yeah, Shirley Temple, all that stuff.
Like I'm a very eccentric person, so when you kind of in the arts, you're always weird to some people. But there's somebody else there that just makes you feel completely normal. Like really appreciates everything that you do. Is there anyone that you met that kind of inspired you to stay retro?
Nobody I could think of.
No one? So you've been a Lone Ranger all this time.
Like even when I was like 13, I knew that I was from like the Woodstock era. I've been in many eras. That might sound crazy to many people, but
I say you reincarnated.
Yeah,
man.
I can like literally see like a movie, especially a hippie movie from the 60s. And I can kind of feel what it was like to be back then at that time. Like Woodstock, I know I was definitely at that festival.
See, we might have to do a whole nother podcast with you on a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Let me see if we have anybody here say, anybody asking any questions, join. Hey, what's up, guys? Priscilla. Hi, when do you usually start broadcasting? Oh, when I usually start broadcasting, if you still there, I can't see everyone's names. It's crazy, but if you still there, I want to try to make this as a normal thing. I said around this time at least once a week, or on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And when if you been following me, follow my page. I also release comedy skits. You'll see I have some on my wall as well. So I do live videos, and also I produce comedy, and I regularly post them. I also have my own tablet. I said tablet. My own app. I also have my own app through Phoenix 360. Retro do as well. And you can also get my app. It is free. And the New Money Team on Phoenix 360. You can have like my app right on your phone next to your other apps. To also get some of the content that I cannot put on Bigo. But Bigo only allows me to do 5-minute videos. So y'all guys don't get to see all my stuff because they're longer than 5 minutes, or I cut them down to fit Bigo. Also, I just started with this app, so I'll be putting more content on there than I will be doing the YouTube channel, because I won't be censored on my app. So I will be putting more stuff there because
Beast mode, motherfuckers.